Good morning. How are we all doing? Sleepy tea this morning, but we're here. So we did just get a little signal then, however, it was invalidated. Morning, buddy. How you doing? So we're smack bang in the middle of our queue is where we've been for the last hour. Excuse me. I did not sleep well. Just going to make these zones a little bit more visible so you can see. It's a bit better. So our current alpha zone has opened sideways. Was bullish. Just. But we're still in this zone of the queue. So we'd be looking for, that's absolutely right, buddy. No trades in the queue. So what we're looking for is we're looking for our alpha zone to be in line. Our alpha zone being the 1 hour alpha zone, and that being our representation of our 1 hour candle higher time frame analysis. So rather than us having to keep jumping up a time frame, we can see where we are on that. And currently we can see that this previous hour we were pretty much stayed inside there. We have had a push down, create a wick here on the hour, and then come back up. So the alpha zone is bullish here. Just to give you the representation of that line. You can see our open here, our open here. But our overall trend is bearish. So really, the signal that was invalidated down here wouldn't have been a bad one at all, really, because our traffic lights were red, and we had just taken the low of the previous hour. So we may still come down now that we've taken the low of the previous hour. Let's just pin this. So we're just looking for our simplified system this morning. Morning, Peter. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tap off the queue. Just clean this up a little bit. We know it's there.
So we want to get below here. So if we're looking for a short, really, even if these things are aligning, traffic lights are red, so we would, and our alpha zones have taken the low of the previous hour. So that would give us our, whether our alpha zone was in line or the higher the low previous taken. If we look, so we came up last night, and we've just sort of ranged around this area. If anything, I fancy bearish. Let's have a look at our important levels, just see where we are. Let's make sure we can see them. Yeah, we can. Made the mistake of going dark, and I haven't changed everything. Might have to flip it up. Can't see a thing. Right then, so yeah, we had our previous hour low down here, which we've taken. Previous hour high up here, which we've not taken. So we've had a push up at the open of the queue, and then it is consistently fought. It cannot get above. So if we can get back below the queue, get our sell signal. How are we all doing anyway, guys? Don't forget to give us a like on the stream. No trades for me yet, but if we get a push down, then now that we've taken the low of the previous hour as well. Got to remember to get a sell signal, our Q, just so we don't forget our Q line is here. So we really want to be getting out of this with a sell signal, not smack bang in here. I think we just sat around this area. Still sat inside that big push down from last week, Friday. Just got to be patient. Anybody been trading Asia? Choppy as hell, Asia.
There's almost no valid signals. I think there was one, it was a loss, but it was didn't line up with our strategy anyway, which isn't the end of the world. It's the whole point of keeping us out. I want to consistently get below this though. It's my only qualm trading this time of day, especially when we're in this changeover from daylight savings in America, is the trading around the Q when we're this close to it. I hate it. Morning, Amrit. How we doing? Did we all have a good weekend? Morning, Alan. How you doing? Right, let's see if we can get below here. What's we want? We want to push. Let's get below this line. Close below here. See if we can get a trade and get out of here. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Really good. Busy coding, lots of coding. But other than that, I am very good. Is he going to hold the push down? Come on, get below. Morning macro trade. This is Nasdaq NQ1 futures 1 minute time frame. Currently trading alpha zones. So we're looking to get a close below this line. Preferably a close below this one as well, but I'll take a close below here. So we've got our 1 hour alpha zone, which, as I said, lets us know whereabouts in the hour we are. And right now we're pretty neutral. Struggling to get bullish. See, we've come up. So we're definitely trending bearish. It's just whether or not it's going to hold. And
It's just really struggling to get above, which is often what the Q can do. World free speech. Apparently you're here to span. Well, you wouldn't be getting me in a drone taxi, that's for sure. Stupid vehicle. No. I'm going to sound like an old man, but no. Maybe in a few years, when they've been flying around for ages, but not yet. All I want to do is get below the queue. That's got to be a bot, hasn't it? Typing that. It's got to be a bot. Nobody's just come in and decided to type that. Right, still fighting with it. Still haven't got above. Wick. So what we often see in these situations is what's he going on about? How long we got? Is it the next hour? Keeps messing me up this because of the time change. Yeah, half an hour. We just got to wait. What we often see in these situations where it's fighting though is it's going to take a big candle in one direction and then we'll get the move. We had this Thursday. Waited, then bang out the top. I'm going to close below the queue. There we go. I fancy shorts. I do. 25 seconds left on this candle. If you drink whiskey with Red Bull, you will feel like you're in a drone taxi world free speech. Funny. I've never had whiskey and Red Bull. ATR's picked up a little bit. So we can put in a new low then. Ready for the drop. Can't see on the dark chart. Important levels is not bright enough. Right, but what I can see, you won't be able to see it, I'll have to fix this after the stream, is there's our Q gap. And there's your low. So we come below the Q, go tap back into the Q, push down. I really would like to fill the Q gap. So to get a sell signal, we have to have a bearish break candle, which is this golden candle here, as it's taken this high, it's broken below, so we can get a sell. Be nice to get one around here, because you'd be looking then at roughly around 1R to our Q gap. Come on, don't go without me. If we can get below, then it seems to have just been taking the low, taking the low, taking the low. If we can take the low again after holding the Q so many times, then give me confidence in the trade. I think first and foremost, if we're breaking highs and lows of the previous hour, see, our alpha zones give us an indication of where the hours are. So we've got this one here, and then this one here. So price comes down, alpha zone opens, the hourly candle opens here, and the hour goes bullish. And the new hour opens above. This is just representing what would be candle, little touch down, and then another candle above. So bullish structure in that sense. Undo. They might be the worst candles I've ever drawn in my whole life, but hey, it's the sausage chart. Probably should pick a different name than that. What am I doing? Should have just done it on the other side. Anyway, so the alpha zones help with that understanding. We've opened above, we're above the hour, so we've got a bullish hour at the moment, and then we come below and it's gone to a bearish hour. So the individual ones give us that representation each time. So we're bullish, we're bearish on the hour here, we're bullish hour, and ended up being just a bullish shower. It's based on price action. I'm not basing it on where I think the market's going to go. I'm just stacking confluences. So we're tapping back in. This is the bottom of our Q zone. Starting to hold the bottom of it. This is a good sign. Perfect. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? It's kind of, we often get on the Q, because if we are going to go bearish, we get that push up to start with, and then we'll start to see it's struggling with it. Can't get up. Can't. Now we're below. You might get that little bit of a push again. You get it pushed down. We may have to bide our time though and wait the 20 minutes. New hour, new 4-hour candle. See if that gives us a push in the direction. So what's everyone else trading? You just on Nasdaq, or we trading other things? And everyone seems to like gold at the minute. Not particularly macro trade, no. Not my area of expertise. It's got a previous 4-hour low here as well that you can't see. What did I do? I want to see this go now, really. Follow that trend, as we were saying, as it's coming up. A little push below. We're using multiple time frame candlesticks, so the hourly, the 4 hour, the daily, the Q. But in this particular instance, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the 1 hour, because the hour, see, price comes up and we've got a bearish hour, and then so we're following. I'll just pop the other indicator on so you can see the trend, and we've taken the low of the hour again. So you'd expect that that's now going to keep the trend of keep a bearish trend. But that's just on the 1 hour, but it's fractal, so you can work that process through higher time frames. If we look at our 4 hour, so 4 hour alpha zone. So we had previous 4 hour down here. Let's move this up so I can see. There we go. So from the open, we had a new 4 hour candle at 10 o'clock. Open bullish, but now our new 4 hour candle is highly likely going to be opening below, bearish. Let's give us an indication of that switch. Still getting below that, creating new lows, 43 minutes in. So in regards to getting a signal, which is what we're looking for, we want everything to align. So our alpha zone, yes, our alpha zone did go bullish there, but the overall trend is still bearish. And we've taken the low of the previous hour to indicate that that is still bearish. We've got our 2 traffic lights, which help keep us on the right side of the market. So we're looking for both to align. There's multiple things built into them to say whether the overall trend is bearish. It's a shame we didn't get a little stop above here. That would have given me a break candle up and down, which would have meant my stop would be down here, but we'll manage it accordingly. Yeah, I have a small amount of knowledge on it, macro trade, but it's not something I've spent any real time on. Morning, Noel. How you doing? What are you trading today? You trading Nasdaq with us? Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to give us a like on the stream, guys. If you're not subscribing, let's get subscribing. Let's see if we can get us over the 3,000 followers this week. That'd be nice. Should be this week or next week, I would have thought. Get a break back up. you're talking about the alpha zones, you can see it on US 30. The process is across everything. It's got a little poll on there. What is it you're trading, guys? You're on Nasdaq, gold, cryptos, trading forex. So we failed to get any further on that, which isn't a terrible thing. If we can get a close above. Where's our let's take this out. So we're back in our queue. See if we're going to carry on in the same fashion, as I said. Tapping up, failing, a bit lower, failing, a bit lower. Can we fill the gap? I can't see anything that pole's on. 1 minute. There we go. Might go over to the queue, trade those liquidities. Bearish because of rising oil prices above $100 change the expectation for future rate cuts. What we see is expected change in money policy. It's the reason money gets have asset risk. Well, you know your stuff there, macro. Still following the process. Failed to make a new high there. So as I said, what we're looking for is we're looking for things to line up. So we're looking for 2 traffic lights to be in the same color as our entry signal. So if they're 2 red traffic lights, we're looking for a sell. And we're looking for either our alpha zone to be bearish as well, or have taken the low of the previous hour. And our alpha zone was bullish, but we have taken the low of the previous hour. We are below our Q as well. We're looking at more advanced stuff. Below our Q zone, below our 1 hour, below our 4 hour. I thought I'd replied to Zoo. I hadn't, I've ignored him. What an knobhead. Wasn't ignoring you, Zoo. Sorry, mate. Thought I hadn't pressed send on my message. come on. Why have we not got another break candle there? No zoo, wait for a trade. Not flipping charts. You can flip off. Let's get it up 1 minute. Let's get it up on the other screen. Sat in France, giving me orders. I'll find you. I do have another chart open, so let's just see if I can come on, break below. It's going to make us wait till the new 4 hour, isn't it? That's all it's going to do. Let's have a quick look then. Right, Noel. Euro USD. Spent too much time on the traffic lights for this, but I'm pretty sure if you want to trade Forex, let's have a gander. I think that answers that question. So we're looking for alignment. You can see our 1 hour alpha zones. We've took the low. Looking for sell signals. Got our traffic lights have gone red, and then even if you're going above the alpha zone, that ran on to what, 4R, but there's and again you go below your previous pullback, but again 4-5R following, sticking with the traffic lights. But consistently they're there. Signal, traffic light, alpha zone. You do that for a living, 6 years. Well, it doesn't surprise me you're so knowledgeable then, mate. So I want to get... where are we? Let me go back. I want to get a short because we've taken the low of the previous hour and the traffic lights are red. That's why. So 2 minutes until our new 4 hour candle.
It's not particularly short from the grey block. I'm looking from the alpha zone. It's the 1 hour alpha zone, the grey block. But I'm looking for it from, I would only take shorts below it, or at least at the very end of it. I wouldn't be taking buys into it, because they'll often just reject straight out of. Perfect example being this. Okay, so it could be on the signal, if it goes bearish, could be on the open of the 4 hour, that first minute. So because we've had a break up and a break back down, it has reduced our risk in regards to a stop. We don't have to go all the way up here now. It can be down here. Okay, let's see how this forms. Oh God, there we go. See how this forms. Right, well, the signal's not going to be on this candle. So our 1 hour alpha zone is opened below. So we are now bearish on the alpha zone as well. So we've got a bearish alpha zone. We've got 2 red traffic lights. Haven't yet taken the low of the previous hour. To get a signal, it's likely that we will. It's a small alpha zone. Nice little doge. So on intraday, statistically, we've got about a 69 to 71% chance there around that area, if we're going to get a bearish hour, of our high being in the first 20 minutes. So we can often see that we'll put in that will come up for our first and then start to drop, and this in our hourly candle is our wick. Let's just throw on our alpha zones. If you remember, I mentioned before, we are just tapping into our Q, so I'd like to see a rejection from here. There we go. So there's our Q alpha zone. Really want to see this hold, come break back below. But as I say, it could be the first 10 minutes that we mess around up here and then start to break back through. Or we could be looking for a bullish hour. But I would expect the Q to hold. Bearish hour, bearish 4 hour. If not, then we could skyrocket. Morning, Daniel. Let's have a quick look at gold if you want. So still plummeting. Yeah, so bearish, sell signal, sell signal, sell signal. Wow. Hell of a lot of good trades on gold. All to the downside. So still tapping in our queue. That's why this period of time can be a pain in the backside. Do this while I'm talking. It's a nice rejection. Well done, Amrit. Well done, mate. Well on your way. See if we can get back below our 1 hour. Hello, React. How are you doing? Well, hello from England. Indonesia. Very nice. But it's warmer than here today. That's it. Let's hold and get a push through. We've got a Q gap to fill if it wants to. I don't doubt you're right, Macro, but unfortunately 99% of retail traders are never going to learn that shit.
Okay. See if it wants to get through the queue. Looks like it does. See you later, Amrit. Take care, buddy. Well done. Well done on the exam, mate. Oh, come on. Don't start messing with me chart. So if we get a buy signal, I won't be taking it. We're in our queue. Our traffic lights are red. I want to make sure we're on the right side of the market. Right, so our traffic lights are changing. We've gone green and orange. So we are starting to get a change in trend. See if we can get above our high of our previous hour. I'm not having that. The reason 90% of retail traders lose in this game is not because they don't know what you know. It's not. Because there's a million strategies out there that can work without knowing any of the shit that you just said. The reason they fail is for multiple other reasons. It's not because they don't know that or learn that. Stuck in the queue. Boring when it's stuck in here. Thanks for subscribing, baby love. Right then, let's get above. Let's get a break above. So we are still holding at the same place that we've held all the way along here. So we are 19 minutes or 17 minutes into our 1 hour. So there is a good chance that this is our low. Come on, let's get above. Come on. I will drop a link to our indicators, guys. Premium indicators from Max Algo. Not on here pitching, but they are there if you want to have a look at them. Pop them in the chat. Is it gonna hold? Come on. Okay then. So we're getting a push above our Q. It should give us some direction now. There we go. Thank God for that. I forgot how to do my own bloody indicator. So you can see we've just tapped our previous hour high. We've got 2 green traffic lights. If we get some bullish volume now, then we could get a signal. $30 seconds left. If we can keep this candle bullish, then there's a good chance of a signal. Bit of a large stop. No signal yet. So we failed to fill the Q gaps. We may come back for that later. It's going to be a massive stop, this. But if we're going to go, we're going to go. We've got much liquidity above. Save me searching. Where's it going? There's very little above. There's a distance away for liquidity there, but it's not an awful lot of reason for price to carry on in that direction. Not from what can view anyway. Yeah, I don't really... Oh wait, 26 minutes into the hour. Is there a buy on M&Q? Stop clicking. It's going to be late on NQ. Everything else is aligned. Where was the signal on MNQ? Let me have a look. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't fancy a long. I'm gonna stay out. There's just nothing here. Massive stop. Yeah, I'm not going near it. Sorry, not for me. I'm not taking trades for the sake of it, and I don't see how. Yeah, see, for me to follow my process, I've got to stop down here for 1 hour. 86 points. That's not an A+ setup, not by any stretch. And I'm going to end up in that trade for 3 hours. And on that basis, I ain't doing it. Right, guys, I'm not going to sit here while there's no short on and I ain't taking a long. So for now, I'm going to call it a day and I might come back on in a bit. I've got some other stuff to do. I'd rather jump back on if I can start to see it lining up rather than sit here. So I'll see you in a bit. Ciao.